Before you were born, you were already
as long as you turn over,
you can make your mother
in order
die
to prevent
violently.
your parents from
you
thinking
plan to
you are an
seal your
outlier.
heaven
After
and
birth,
earth
I lived with
cultivation.
them as ordinary people.
But the moment your parents named you, the world
golden
and you
fangs
are
soldiers.
still in
It
your
was
mother's
exposed to the
womb.
world.
It is
Hongmeng
said
Gold
that
List.
only natural soldiers
Golden
will
List.
appear.
The higher the cultivation base,
Those
the
on the
higher
list
ranking.
can get rich rewards.
And at this
within
moment,
100
any
places.
film and
All were
television
exposed by the
monster
gold list.
has
Some
no
even
escape.
found that has been dead for
Still
tens of
alive.
thousands
Moreover,
of years.
the cultivation base has
Until
also
the opening of the
improved
Hongmeng
I only
Golden
heard a
List.
Mimi Tao sound coming
Now
from the
announcing
Golden
the
List.
100th place.
100
Chen Daofa Jen Run. Reward a wisp.
It turned out
Jing.
to be from
That's
heaven.
a big opportunity.
The Saint Jing is actually
How
only
strong
the
are
100th.
the people up
and
there?
in a cave.
An old man who looked as skinny
After
as
listening to
bones.
Jen Meng's
Instantly,
voice,
his eyes widened
hundreds of
in
years
fright.
ago, he practiced in a
Thinking
state
of breaking
suspended
through
animation.
to
I
the
didn't expect
holy
me to become
venerable
famous
and
stay
going
in
so-called
suspended
the gold
animation
list has been
for so
but I
many
didn't
years.
primordial
Expect.
chaos golden list has
With the
rewarded
blessing
another
of
he has
strength
the
and
confidence
of immortal
very
energy
then
to
indulge in the
supreme
roar
powerhouse.
of
Wait for me to
leave
must
customs.
take revenge on that old
Then
guy.
the 99th place
No,
was also
99.
exposed.
Reward
Xuansheng,
this
is
is
number
immortal
99.
energy.
There was actually another wisp of
Subsequently,
immortal energy.
the speed of exposure
But when the
of
90th
Hongmeng
place
Gold
was the
List
appearance of a
accelerated.
people stunned
The
the
90th
world.
artist,
Nicknamed Tongxian
Reward,
Demon King
10 strands
Shang
plus the
Guangning.
best
Immortal
innate
It turned out
simplicity.
to be
He didn't
the
die
demon
hundreds
king
of years
Tongxian.
ago.
Could it be that the
It can
fallen
also appear
and the other
on the
side
gold
is too
list.
No wonder I couldn't find him after searching
It turns
for
out that
hundreds
this
of
demon
years.
king
I didn't
actually
expect to have
played
revenge.
blow-up
Thank
on
you
me.
so much, Hongmeng
In the
Golden
cave
List.
in Qingzhou,
a
not
middle-aged
far away,
man heard the voice of the Golden
Shocked.
List. Not good for this Golden
The
List.
news that I'm not dead
It is
was
not
exposed.
advisable.
He
to
has been
stay
in
here
hiding
long.
for
It was
tens
supposed
of
to be a
thousands
seamless
of years.
No, but it was exposed by a so-called
Through the matter
gold
of
list.
Tongxian Demon
Whether
King.
it's suspended animation
Can't
or
escape the
concealment.
corpse handle
And
of the
Li Lan,
Hongmeng
who
Golden
was still in the
List.
womb. I knew I was exposed
Sooner
by this
or
Golden
later.
List.
To
think that I'm famous before I was born. Listening to the names being
Li
exposed
Lan is also
one by
a little
one. Then
tired.
he withdrew the
Thinking
oracle.
about not being
He
born
is
yet.
already a
No
strong
suppression
earth,
of
not
everyone.
exposing all the girls.
Wouldn't
that be a waste of his cultivation?
Although he is
but the
heaven and
cultivation
earth.
base has not
Still
been
immortal
fully
body.
revealed.
Dragon Kingdom on the other side.
Long Aorshin looked at
I don't
his
know where my
Hongmeng
late
Golden
emperor
List.
can
What
rank
reward
lightly.
can I get?
With
Hongmeng
he
He
can
charge the
Furthermore,
legendary
the
God
Hongmeng
Emperor.
Golden List
When broadcasting
to
Hongmeng
30
Golden List
people.
end of day,
The top 30 will be announced
How
tomorrow.
did it end so soon?
I'm still curious about the late
King
Emperor
Lan, as
Long
well
He.
as the three strongest ancestors.
Who will come
of
first?
The next morning, Li Lan, who was in Mo Qing's stomach,
Now,
slowly
Li Lan
opened
was
her
looking
eyes.
at the
A
outside
maid
world
came in,
with the
Madame.
Godstone.
I'm the new maid. This is what the owner just asked me to
Mo
make for you.
Qing didn't get
Li
up
Lan,
immediately
on the
to
other
drink.
hand, it was an
Looked at the
instant
bowl
surprise.
turned out to be
Just drink
broken
the
tire
soup.
powder.
The child in the belly will be instantly scattered.
Who is the other party?
Why did you hit so hard? Could it be that he is seen
At
through
this
my
moment,
identity? Mo Qing slowly
next
picked up
voice
the bowl of
exploded
soup.
in his
Mother,
head.
don't drink this soup. It's
As the
highly
sound
toxic.
sounded at
Mo
that
Qing
moment,
suddenly threw
Mo
the soup
Qing
bowl
stood there
to
with
the
a
ground.
dull face.
Suddenly, the soul
And
Your
now-
father Li Qingcheng is too busy
Mo
to
Qing
make it. Said in surprise. I just heard Arasen's voice. He was the one who told
Tell me to
just
throw it
now.
away
Our
now.
son
The
was
soup
born
was
with
poisonous.
The future must also.
At this
be a
moment, Li
peerless
Qing
genius.
walked into the big
Suddenly
soup on the
his
ground.
face
This turned out to
changed
be
dramatically.
Who is so
Tire
vicious?
trying to murder my
Pretty
child.
soon.
The maid saw the big soup on the ground. Pupils suddenly contracted. Could it
violently.
be that there are still
I can
poison
actually
refiners
see
around
through that bowl
Then
of
Li
Dabu
Qing
soup.
grabbed
Yang
his neck,
Xiang
opened his mouth, and
The
said
woman
quickly,
who made
who
you
pointed
look
it
at
out.
Li Qing coldly?
There seems to be a monstrous hatred in your eyes.
I will never tell you.
Dream
Now.
A voice sounded in Li Qing's mind. Father, can't you interrogate him with soul search? When Yin Li Qing was shocked. This unborn child.
I actually know soul
Souls
search.
are banned on 3,000
A forbidden
continents.
technique
that only demons
This makes
can
him
use.
suspicious
Is it
of
the
his son.
reincarnation
After
of
probing the
devil
thoughts
god?
in my father's
Li Lan
mind.
looked
How
confused.
did I become the
Then
reincarnation
he
of
hurriedly
the
explained
devil?
I'm
that
not
his
his
father
son.
and
It's just
mother
that I was able to
reincarnation.
practice.
Then the
more
priest
than 10
looked
days
around.
ago. I happened to hear the spell.
Li Qing
soul
asked
search.
hurriedly.
What is your current cultivation
At this
level?
moment,
Li
he
Lan
can't
in her
directly
stomach
say that his
silent.
cultivation
Whose child is in the
is
stomach is the
Tiande
world.
clean.
Isn't this a pure monster? Then he made up a realm. My cultivation should be Jin Danjing Li Qing and Mo Qing were both stunned
And Li
at the same
Qing
time.
laughed like crazy.
I didn't expect my Li family to come
Gerlin
out of
has the
cage.
appearance of a great
An hour
emperor.
later, the Hongmeng Gold List is
Countless
here again.
people
in the Xuanchen immortal
They are
realm
all
looked
looking
up
forward
to
to
the
the
final
final
list.
list.
The top 30 secrets announced this time
The top
cannot be
30
leaked.
awards will not be
Awards will be issued together. 29th, the list nicknamed Dragon Demon. 28th place, Quasi Emperor Realm. No, 15, Guoyan nicknamed Quasi Emperor Realm. And the 7th place announced. It's still the Earth. The engraved Li Land. Could it be is also that in this really someone with a higher cultivation than the sound of the system rang in my ears? Please rest assured. The system rewards according to the strongest world, heaven and quiet. The first is that you must take it. Li Lin smiled at the comet. For Li Hao Shendi, the fourth place can be announced as everyone is dumbfounded because they've never heard of him. I don't know this Emperor Li Hao. Which ancestor of third place Tiger Bayu Emperor? I heard that the Hongming Gold List was announced again. Who is only third? Who is the second in his place? Zhu Qing'an should be ranked third. He was number 1. Now the ranking is completely disrupted. The tiger is only third. But this second can't be yourself, in a cave. Countless demons lie on the ground. A man sits cross-legged on a throne. He's Tiger Demon, a human Tiger who grew up in I'm only third. Who is Long Ocean? It can't be No 2, right? No. When the second place was announced, the whole fantasy ancestor. That's not there's definitely something wrong. How could Emperor Long Ao be Long Aocean? Countless people feel incredible. Where is the first place? Can crush them all. Is it the late emperor? At this or the heavenly emperor? They all looked at the Hongmeng. The first place to beat which god is Ayushen? Then the sky suddenly thundered. A phantom of gods and demons Kiki actually knelt down to the Hongmen Golden List. First place elicited such an then I saw that the Hongmen Golden List was wrapped in Tian. With the first place exposed. Everyone in the Zhuanchang immortal realm. I haven't seen heaven and earth in 100,000 years. At this moment, Long looking at the Hongmeng Golden List, that heaven and earth are Long Aocean has no temper. But who is this Li Lan? Why haven't I heard of it? At this time, Li Qing of the Li looking at the first the opening of the Hongmeng Gold. That's not our son's name. Are they the same? Could it be that my unborn child and at this moment natural enemy? Mo Jing opened the same name that the whose child was born into heaven and found wouldn't that be so? The cultivation list award now as the Hongmeng Golden List. A golden light scattered into the distance. Then Li Lan felt a powerful the sound of Hongmeng. It sounded in Li Lan's mind and Li Lan. This is a reward for you. 50 swords of treasure of chaos. After a while, divine beast. The reward for the cultivation. The ranking of the cultivation. 3 years later, the holy list was subsequent golden list completely disappeared. The elders and Li Qingqi sit the eldest young master of the family is about to be born. I wonder if you and your wife have come up with a name. My name is Li Lan. Hearing the words, the bodies of the elders suddenly burst. Are you crazy? Dare you take the same name as heaven and earth? You know, heaven and earth are not ordinary. If someone marries someone with the same name, more or less, there will be some cause and effect. My child is also if there is any cause and effect for me to bear. 7 days and the woman had a beautiful result. Turns out his true identity. The daughter of a general in I came to the country last year to lurk and bought by the Wang family to sneak into the Li Qing family gather all the undercover agents and follow me just to destroy the Wang family. The originally prosperous Wang family has now bled into rivers. And the head of the Wang looking family at Li Qing with angry eyes bring people to destroy my Wang family without authorization. Li Qing gave an evil smile. You sent someone to sneak into the when you want to kill a have you thought about asking the king from now on the peace treaty with the family is no longer family at night laying still in bored to check in with his current heaven and now the system is giving him I really don't like fortunately I signed in. The first one is to practice. The second one is time is fleeting. 2 days passed, and it was also the day when suddenly the world changed. The original clear blue sky suddenly, and white turned red. There were the clouds, and one of the elders looked at this and exclaimed, "This is the sound of heaven. Could it be the sound of heaven and earth?" The door is open. The midwife is holding a delicate went out, adorable baby. But the moment yours, the midwife thunder dragons appear one after another. That's it. It's really Skyfall. This is what happens when you marry someone with the same name as heaven. I asked you to change. Is it okay now? The Li family will be and the families of all sizes in they're all popping up right one now. By one. They looked in the direction. Today is the day Li Qing's son was now born. The sky business is coming to the sky. How on the other side, that child's talent cultivation-based transfer. The host can use this power perfectly. As the system sound Li Lan, the body is full. One of his thoughts can wipe out everyone here. You can also destroy the next moment he looked at then go for a roll. I saw the thundercloud like a panicked rabbit disappeared in an instant. Li Qing stared at the disappearing thundercloud. It may be related to his own son. Then Li Lan explore the reward given to him. A virtual space appeared in his mind. Except for 3. A treasure of chaos lies quietly and a white cat and Li Lan was puzzled. Could this kitten be a divine beast? Next, the white tiger divine beast appeared on the system panel. Can swallow various resources and grow slowly. More cattle than the sons of those ancient. Then he looked at the chaos treasure again. This is a long gun. A burst of blood permeated the gun. Incomparably evil. Soul sphere. The this gun can directly ignore the body and can devour power soul.
The
gun
hit
contains
walls.
3
Then he turned to
supernatural
look at
powers.
another magic
It's
weapon.
a little wooden gourd. Heaven-swallowing gourd.
This gourd
treasure
can
of
devour
chaos.
everything
Treasure
and
liquid
turn it
can
into
strengthen
a
magic
precious
treasure
treasure
and a
and
delicate and
physique.
small pagoda.
The tower is filled with eerie
It gives
black
people a
chests.
very evil feeling.
Demon tower,
Suppress
treasure
the
of
enemy.
chaos. And refine
3
the
swords,
soul to
magic
turn
weapons,
instant
take it
white
out of the
tiger
system.
and
And
at the same time, the sky was
There was a
lightning
strange
and
thunder
thunder.
of heaven
heaven
and
and
earth
a
again.
consort's voice
The
resounded
king
through
came
the
to
audience.
see the
Kiki
crowd.
knelt down to meet the king and
He
went
smiled
to
at
the
Li
sea.
Qingdai,
and
the unicorn
congratulated
child
General
faded out
Li
today.
family will be limitless
see
in
it
the
clearly
future.
as early
Li
as in the
Qing's
National
son was
Palace.
spared
When I saw Li
divine
Qing's
punishment.
first son,
He was deeply
I was
unbalanced.
so
But just as he
against
finished
the sky.
speaking, the sky was suddenly
The previous
clouded.
intention of heaven
But
and
right
earth
here
strikes
is a
again.
long boss shouting that
This
it's
is not
right.
Skyfall.
This is the true vision
It
of
seems
heaven
that quality
and earth.
assurance
That direction
is about
is still
to
does
appear.
Li Lan still
Mansion.
have half
In
a
an
magic
God
instant.
and devil who rebuked all
Appear
kinds
in
of
the
weapons
sky
with
as
his
two
hand.
rows of behemoths standing in
Next,
front of each
a
other.
cute white tiger cub
Frozen
frozen
from
from
the
the
sky.
Listen to the voices of
Li
these
Qing
people.
just
Only
about to
felt
drive them
disgust.
away. A familiar voice sounded.
I
Li
wanna take a
Qing.
look
I don't
too,
know if it
since
is
the king
convenient.
wants to
Then
see.
Li took his son out to
Blogger
this
level.
moment. Mo
Slowly
Qing
is
and at
holding
this
walk
moment,
out of it.
The sky suddenly
Everyone looked
exploded.
a
A red
again.
streamer slid out of the sky
Came
hole
to
in
the
an
crowd
instant.
in an
It was a
instant.
long gun that was red all over,
Exuding
a terrifying, evil
endless
black
luck
and red
pervades the
evil
sound of
breath. Just
gunfire.
looking at it is under the gaze of the
mind-shaking.
turned
crowd.
into a red light. Instantly burrow
And the
into
sound
Li
of
Lan's
heaven
dancing.
and earth
Just
still
two
does not
red
stop.
lights. It was a
falling
gourd
from
and
the
the
sky.
sky. It
tower.
also exudes a powerful aura
Two
of
magic
Saint
weapons
terror.
turned
Drill
into
into
two
red
red
lights.
lights.
Disappeared without a trace
Three
in an
sword,
instant.
half-body magic treasure.
This son will
plus
definitely
half-body
be
guided by
future.
other major sects.
Then
or
you have
holy
to come and
places.
just when everyone was silent. A voice suddenly
This child
exploded.
cannot
For a
be
moment, a
left
figure
behind.
flashed in front of Mo Qing, full of killing
Quickly
intent towards Li Lan. Sword-shaped, clear,
Jun
quick
Hai,
sword.
you really
think we're
death.
here to celebrate
We
your
are
son.
sending
you, the Li family,
So
to
unicorn,
return to the
he
west
must
not
not
be allowed to live
while the
until
child
next
has
day.
not yet grown
Kill
up.
it quickly and strangle it in the cradle.
Then
Li Qing's breath suddenly
seems that you have a
out.
plan.
But do you really think I am easy
And the
to
sea
bully?
and
I
the
saw
Jing
that Li Qing had
instantly
already
clenched his
incarnated.
fist.
I
Half a
didn't
step.
expect this Li Qing cultivation
Li Qing
base
must
to enter
not
so
and that
allowed
baby
to live
must
today.
die too.
Then he took out a king's seal. Immediately sealed
A
and passed
history
on.
of
Li
God.
Qing yelled at these
That being the
uninvited
case,
guests. Then let you see Leah Taisu's
This is the
stunt.
Kindlian sword technique.
The next second,
created by the ancestor.
reflecting
behind
behind
it.
a faint green radiance. In an instant, it exudes
Just
a
3 minutes.
terrifying
There was a
aura.
river of blood.
Countless mutilated corpses lay silently
Those
on
who
the
wanted
ground.
to kill Li Lan
Just
were
when Li
also
Qing
wiped
put
out.
away the magic
Suddenly,
box.
a world
and
of
in
fame
front of
sounded.
there were actually more than 10
leading
leading
masked
powerhouses.
man
He
said
doesn't have
coldly.
much spiritual
Speed
power
resolution.
left. What we got
Body.
is the 13
Don't
Zodiac
let the
killer
Lord
and
down.
just then,
A tiger roar
a
shook
cute
all
little
directions.
white tiger appeared in
You
front
mortals.
of Li Qing. To disturb my master's
The originally
leisure.
young white
The
tiger
body
cub
suddenly
I
became
saw it
taller
angrily.
and slapped it
In
down.
an instant, he killed
And Li
several
Qing
golden
looked at the
core
bodies
mirror
of these
powerhouses.
suddenly
confused.
confused.
Why are they
Ground.
all from the killer group of
Just
the 13
then, Li
Zodiac
Qing
signs?
suddenly remembered Li
Father,
Lan's
I know who
voice
sent
in her
these
mind.
raiders.
It is the flag of the country lord.
It
and the
turns out
secret is
that
not
he
right.
has been
He
using
actually
the
let
priests
10
to observe
golden
the
dress
killer
battle
and
flags
sneak into
take
the
off their
clothes.
golden armor. Li
Subsequently,
Lan said lightly,
he
"It
went to
may
sea
be
for
the master
fear
of
so I
this
want our
world
Li family
vanished
evil."
completely from
And
this
Li
world."
Qingshan said,
I understand.
I am ready to
Li
abdicate.
Lan showed evil eyes.
Trash
A
wants
little
to
trash.
take a
My
look.
father.
It's you.
Can you
the
compare
emperor
to
of
my
the
heavenly
world.
A soldier half knelt in front of the sea.
Bloggers
and go down
they
to the
failed.
sea and
Send
open
hidden
lightly.
experts to
That
infiltrate
kid
the Li
can't
family.
Looks like I have to visit the master.
Only the master can suppress that unicorn.
The next day, Li Qing pushed
Just
open the
and there was
door
a 4 or
and
5-year-old child
looking at
standing
him
in front
with
of
a
him.
smile
Li
on
Lan
his
smiled
face.
and said,
Hearing
"Good morning,
this,
Dad."
Li Qing stood in
How
place
did his
in
son
shock.
become so big
What
in half a
panacea
day?
did you
Li
eat?
Lan
smiled and replied that he
You
said
can make it
that I
bigger
am
or
heaven
smaller
Li
at
Qing
will.
wiped
Don't
cold
go
sweat
around
from his
saying
forehead
so as
or
not to
heaven and
anger
earth.
heaven
Last
and earth.
time there were a lot
Let
of
go
adults.
of
At this
you,
moment, a
Tiandi.
disciple suddenly barged
Elders,
in.
someone outside.
They claim to be from
The elders
blue
looked at the
sky
disciple
sect.
differently.
The expression is
Could
a
it
little
be that
surprised.
yesterday's intention
So
attracted
come and
the other
recruit
party?
our
Pretty
young
There's a
master.
young
Bing-faced sword in the sky.
Then a
flying
white-haired
towards
old
the
man
side
walks
quickly.
slowly.
Family Master Li, we
I
are
am the
from
eldest
the
elder.
silence
Silence
last night. Our
I
suzerain
learned that
watched
a
the
peerless
sky
genius
at
has
night.
been
Li
born
Qing
here.
only
told Lee Land that he was
yesterday.
my son.
Just a little bit gifted.
Grown early. Then the old man turned to look at the child.
The child was born yesterday.
How could it have grown so big in
Silence
just one day?
subconsciously looked at
His
Lee
eyes
Land
were
with
suddenly
the
disappointed.
He can't
see the
it's
slightest
just plain
realm.
old crap.
At this time, Lee Land
What do
suddenly
you
said
mean?
to
He
the
called
old
me a
man,
loser.
"What kind of bird is
In
your
an
Indian
instant,
insect?"
Lee Land
Gave him a
flashed in
solid
front of the
slap.
silence.
Suddenly, he was sent flying
Everyone
hundreds
looked
of meters
at Lee
away.
Land in
Silence
horror.
is
How
not a
could you
livelihood.
possibly lose
The silent
to a child?
elder was surprised
He
to
died, he
silence.
never expected.
A child makes such a decisive move that his eyes are not right. He shot and killed it. This heart is too cruel and terrible.
What are you
I'll
looking
kill you all
at?
later and tell you
If you want revenge,
come to
remember
me.
to bring
After
more
saying
people.
that, Leland
Instantly
blow a few people into the
disappeared without
sky.
a
This
trace.
moment, the system
Congratulations
sounded again.
to the host for
Alchemy
getting the purple
proficient
reward.
in grade 4
Can be
medicinal
perfectly
plants.
refined.
Another very nice reward. Then he can give them to his father
Provides
in the future.
many
Let
pills.
Lygia become
The
stronger.
next day,
cousin Lee May
we
found
heard about
the
a second
alchemist
drink
came
here
here also
to take the
established an
apprentice.
alchemy
Sister
assessment.
Leon
is very
After all,
interested
you
in
can take
alchemy.
out
He
the
should
pillar
also be
strike
very
pill.
interested in
Leland
alchemy.
looked at the two
Anyway, I was
oddly.
bored, so I agreed. Okay?
Then go
no
and
more
see
than
the
three
fun.
people walking towards
Look
the door
there.
together. Follow the direction
On
of
the
Lee May's
stage
finger.
stood an old
He's the
master,
second
a great
Shang
alchemist
Fang
who
Dao
wrote
then
the
the old
alchemy
man smiled
competition.
happily. All are welcome to come and participate
Under the
in
alchemy
competition.
competition
I
begins
see only
here.
one
Binben's
teenager
text.
appeared in the crowd.
That's
not the Korean blogger's
Why did
son,
he come
Chun
all the
Luo.
way
Is it
here?
just to meet Master Liu? When Lu Dru saw this person,
How
she
can
was
you let
also
the old
displeased.
man
and
go?
Chun Luo sneered and said
Teach me
that
the
he
secret
asked
of
I will
alchemy.
naturally
I don't
believe
believe
that
go.
anyone would dare to be your
You
apprentice.
don't want to
Not
die
a single
alone.
disciple will die
Everyone
for you,
bowed
right?
their heads and dared not look
Only
at him.
Leland and the three
Staring
kept
at
their
him
eyes
without
fixed.
fear.
Why are the three of you
Promise
dissatisfied?
to turn to look at Leah Rue if you
Let
want
me
to go.
see if anyone is better
If
than
there
me
is,
first.
I will leave
If not,
immediately.
you will
Teach
take
me
me as your
everything you've
disciple
learned
immediately.
immediately.
Winyan Lu
He doesn't
was
know
silent.
how talented these three
If you
are.
he is
in
going to
alchemy.
teach Chun Luo
This
a way.
shameless
Yu
man.
Ru looked at
Can the
Li
three of
Lan
you
and the
despise
others.
the
If
old
these
man?
three lose,
He
commits
never
suicide.
let
What I
your
learned
life
fell into the
Li
hands
Lan
of
is
Chun Luo.
cowardly and cowardly.
Chun
I don't
Luo
care.
looked up and
Then
laughed.
see how
So
you little
kinda.
brat
Then
beats me.
Yuru announced
The result
content
of this
the
exam is a
assessment,
first
and there were
grade
more and
medicinal
more.
pill
I didn't
onlookers.
expect today
The
to be
sons
so
of the ruler
exciting.
of Korea have come
You don't
to
know. The father of
find
the promise
alchemy.
has just recently
This mirror
broken
is
free
the
to
only
become
realm
and this
in the
lonely
world.
old man has
No
no
apprentice
wife
once you
and
become
no
his
children.
apprentice,
To acquire
you
what
can
he
so
has
the
learned
commitment
all
went
his life.
all the way from Korea
This became
to here.
Luru's
Then
apprentice.
4 boys came over.
Each of them held a basket of spiritual
That's all
herbs
the
in their
ingredients
hands.
for refining
Chun
the
Luo
body
smiled
pill.
and said to Li Lan,
Don't
"Little
cry
brat,
if you
lose."
She's
The
the
child
child
actually wanted to
You know,
compete
he has
with
been
him
refining
in alchemy.
pills
I've been
since he was a
practicing for
child.
10 years now.
Occasionally,
He can even refine
many
a perfect
first-level
level body
alchemists
refinement.
want to
Finally,
take him
still
as a
defeated
disciple.
by a second
But
grade
it didn't take
alchemist.
long.
He refined
The
evil
matter of
pills.
harming Junior sister
was directly
discovered.
swept
This
out
scandal
by the
is
master.
still spreading in
Made
the
him
alchemy
lose
world.
just defeat these 3 children.
He can get the secret to the
The
willow
next
stove.
second promises to
I
start
saw my
moving
hands
and
turn.
2 raging fires
Appear in the palm of
instantly
your hand.
ignite the bottom
The first
of the alchemy
step in
furnace.
alchemy
Let the smelting
is to
furnace
burn
have a
the
certain
throw the spirit
temperature.
grass
Need some
in.
spirit water.
Use Reiki to control the flame.
Eventually, time goes by. Chun Luo suddenly stood up. I saw him sweating profusely. Take out 3 pills from the alchemy
At
furnace.
first glance, it is
and
an
they were
excellent
crying.
elixir.
Chun Luo's speed
Talent
is
is
too
fast.
fast. And Lu Ru suddenly despaired. It's even more desperate when you
What
walk
Chun
over
Luo
and take a
refined
look.
just a
Turned
little
out
bit
to
away
be a
from
my
high-grade
elixir
body
has
on the
also
other
been
hand,
refined.
Li Lan has
Add
been
Reiki
hiding in the
to
dark.
Li Mei's pill
At this
furnace.
time,
Li Mei jumped up
Take out
excitedly
5
and opened
scalding
the
pills.
alchemy moment
furnace.
Li Mei opened the
A
alchemy
very
furnace.
rich elixir fragrance
Instantly
was picked out
pervade
from
the
it.
audience.
Looking at Li Mei's
It's even more
because
amazing.
it is not only luster,
They
but
all
also
look
appearance.
100 times
This turned
better
out to
than
be a
Chun
top
Luo's.
and
quality
Lu Ru
body
opened
refined
her
one
mouth
wrong
slightly.
step and 3 wrong steps came
Looking
to Li Mei.
eagerly
Open
at
your
Li
mouth
Mei.
and say that you can actually
Have you
practice
practiced
a pill
I don't know.
quality
My
body
first time,
training
but I don't
practicing
seem to have done
He was
anything.
just blowing fire with his
I
head
don't
down.
know what order
Now
I have
hear Master
practiced.
Lu's
Only
words.
then did I know that what I practiced
Little
was
everything is
top
Li
quality
Lan
body
Next,
training.
Yu Ru
Asked excitedly,
Such
"Would you
a
like to
genius
worship
must
me as
not
your
other
teacher?"
alchemists know.
I
must have squeezed my head and come and
Never
grab it
be
from
an
him. And Li Lan
apprentice
saw
to
Master
others.
Liu walked over with the corners of his
Apprenticeship.
mouth slightly
Shouldn't it
raised.
be all door-to-door
Besides,
discussion?
there is still
He
one
glanced
thing
not far
you
away.
need to
Ugly
solve now.
promise.
Seeing a child despise him so
Promise
much,
to gnash
clench
your
your
teeth.
fists tightly.
The
anger inside is
I can't
roaring.
wait
to shoot Li Lan
Then
immediately.
Yoru
looked back at the promise
he saw
together.
it
You
too.
lose, you have to keep your
Don't
promise.
bother me
And the
anymore.
promise of being the son of
Never
the king.
felt so
Anger is
humiliated.
raging
He looked up
inside.
at Yuru and the others
Lung
with a
Chun
fierce
said,
look.
"How
Did
dare
you
you?
know?
My
insult
father
me?
got along very well
Even
with
if
your
I kill
bloggers.
you
He
now,
won't do
in an
anything
instant,
to me."
the breath of the
I
5th
saw
level
his
of the
figure
foundation
flash,
came to
sank,
Liu
and
Ru
was
in an
released.
one
Instant.
punch. Liu Ru was
And
also
just then,
blasted
Li
back
Lan
dozens
strolled
of
up.
meters.
Stop Liu Ru's
Then
pace.
look
at the promise.
You
with
don't think you can
contempt.
kill us, do you?
He has long disliked Leland.
Just a child.
How could you look down on
The
him
next
so much?
moment,
Silent promises
Damn you,
to be
hairy boy.
angry. Despise me again
Die
and
for
again.
me.
In an instant, Leland released a
Kneel
slight
down and
pressure
talk
in
to
the
me.
face of strong micro
Promise to
pressure.
plop and kneel with your feet
Looking
bent.
at Lee Lant in surprise.
How
can
come?
your coercion
He
be
felt
so
the
strong?
pressure
emanating from Lee
I'm
Lant.
scared,
like mountains pressing down on him.
He couldn't get up.
Let go of the king. I'm the
If
son
you
of
kill
a
me,
your Lee family
John
will
Loden
perish.
dares
This
to be
is an
bad.
unusual child.
Definitely not
And Lee
ordinary
Land said
people.
lightly, the son
Even
of the country
if I can
lord
kill them all.
delete the promise with a slap and
Disappeared from the world.
Who
in
is
an
this
instant.
kid?
How
can it be
He
so
actually
fierce?
slapped the promise
The
to
other
death
party
with
is
one
the son
slap.
so
of the country
bold.
lord.
But what makes me more
The
curious
realm of
is
the
the
promise
promise
of
of killing the shot Mira
This
in
is
seconds.
outrageous,
And Leland
Grease.
unfolds
Soon
the
arrived in
oracle.
Korea.
Then he headed towards Korea.
Made a pose of throwing a javelin.
Walk the corpse you promised
A straight
in the next
javelin,
second, flying
as if
rapidly in the direction
the
of
body
Korea.
of the
instant promise smashed
I
into
happened
the
to hit the
blogger's
blogger
mansion. And
next to
Chun-Li
me.
waved his hand
He
and
looked
called
at
out
the
a
robe
sharp
on the man.
sword.
The
more I look, the more
Seems to have
familiar
seen
it
just
somewhere.
then.
A woman in a wardrobe suddenly screamed.
LOL is LOL.
Chun-Li raised his head and roared.
Who killed
I
who?
want him dead. The establishment can be
The body is
100%
his son.
promise
Sure.
that the other party
And
will
threw
not
the body
only
back.
kill his
This is
son.
blatant
The other
provocation.
party is
Also
provoking
the
on the
whole
other
of
South
South
Korea.
Korea.
He
Leland
opened his
looked
mouth
at
and
Leah
said that he
rude. Then
wanted
come
to
back to
receive
Lee's house
gifts,
with
but
me and tell
in
him
the
not a
palace I
disciple.
went to see.
Pardon me?
Listen to the killed the
Family
son of the
subordinates.
South Korean ruler in the
When
street.
did the Lee
How
family
dare
become
you
so
kill a
fierce?
king's
And
son in
without
public?
his knowledge?
Damn, if Korea blames it down, then we will be stumped
Did
in the
he
next
know
country.
that Chun-Li had
At that
broken
time,
through the
they
neural
also
network?
put it
entertained
nicely,
the
it is to
four
entertain
ugly
the
thing
four
is to give them a
parties.
slap in the
Damn.
face.
Let's arrange for him to handle this
It would
matter.
be in my interest for either of these two to
Shahai
die.
suddenly thought of
Show
something.
a sinister
If
smile.
Li Qingshen
His
dies,
position is not
can
in
also
danger.
quell established
It
anger.
kills two birds with
Tell
one stone.
Li
This
Qingshen.
happened because of the Lee
Let
family.
him figure it
I
out
can't
on his
handle
own.
their family affairs.